Greetings, aviators. It's Tate Donovan here. I'm excited. I can't believe you're going to watch Memphis Belle tonight aboard the Pancake Airlines Flight 1990. It's old Luke Sinclair, the old co-pilot from Memphis Belle days. Such a good movie. I want to thank Papa Afshin, the chat, our silent viewers, and Captain Pete, who put together everything you're about to see. Right on. Keep flying, fly boys.
And there you go. And Captain Pete is going to hang around, and whenever we do a station break, he'll give you some new information. And I can't wait for more aviation information. And I think that's it. Captain Pete, any words before we take off?
I do want to let everyone know that a great opportunity for cheap flights is coming up, because if what you'll find out, one of the cheapest days to fly is actually on Friday the 13th. You can find deals with flights up to 39% cheaper than any other Friday during the year.
Oh, that makes sense. Nobody wants to fly on Friday the 13th.
No one wants to fly on Friday the 13th. And maybe a follow-up question is, have there been any crashes on a Friday the 13th? I'll let you know during the show.
Oh, a teaser. I love it. Okay, very good. You got to stay with us, folks.
Just wanted to address a couple of the comments that were made just before this.
Okay.
So we saw that curtain that the flight attendant was pulling back for Wesley Snipes to get into the flight deck. So that was actually a barrier between the flight deck for the pilots and their rest area, because 747s are usually on long distance flights. And so there's actually a small area for like 2 beds. And so when they have backup crews there, they can take a break and take a short nap. So that's actually what that curtain was separating, not from first class to the flight deck.
Nice.
They've got a dorm on the plane?
Very, very small. They're very, like single beds. But yeah, they do have a couple of those. And they're also not just for the pilots. They're also for flight attendants, so that they can take a break as well, because they're working just as hard too.
That's great information. I didn't know that. I don't doubt anybody else did. What else?
So it could have been that along the way they did stop for some candlelight and some wine drinking, because they have that whole.
Greetings, aviators, and welcome to Pancake Airlines. I will be your air hostess for today's flight. My name is Candace, also known as Candy Baby 99 in the chat. Please be advised this is a BYOB airline, and 3-ounce liquid limitations are never enforced, as they are inhumane. Your captain will apprise you of the appropriate times during the flight in which to partake of your weapon of choice. It is recommended that you keep your seatbelt on at all times, as the captain has been in dogfights before, and he may veer off course at any given time for any reason. If you observe a Steve Brister in the cabin, please alert a member of our crew. And as we complete our boarding process, we invite you to enjoy our pre-flight entertainment. And again, we welcome you to Pancake Airlines.
So good. Oh, Lieutenant Pete Mitchell going nuts in the chat. Oh my God, y'all. I'm so excited for Lieutenant Pete Mitchell. He's a big fan of the show, our show, obviously, but he's never seen our Top Gun either in person or we showed it once 2 years ago on stream. We showed it. Yeah. He didn't catch that. So I'm so excited for him.
Yeah, I'm mostly excited for Pete Mitchell tonight. Yes.
Nose Devoid says, I wish I could get that excited about anything.
Literally that.
Poor Eeyore. Jose Sassy says Pete Mitchell is levitating right now. Absolutely levitating. Love it.
You do a Lipa.
Oh, the hard deck. That's a thing. Like, what is the hard deck? I don't know. I didn't bother to give a shit. That's why it's so great Lieutenant Pete Mitchell is in the chat, because he can explain the hard deck to us. And he's giving us a lot of good footnotes on everything.
Right.
He's doing it right now. He's explaining why they couldn't do good airplane scenes in the original. Cost was the #1 reason they couldn't do all the scenes they wanted. Paramount paid up to $7,800 per hour for fuel whenever aircraft were flown outside their normal duties. Wow.
Of course. Yeah.
Makes sense. So just some background if people don't know what's going on. One of our big fans, Lieutenant Pete Mitchell, who named his handle after one of the characters in Top Gun, or maybe that's really who he is. He's such he loves this movie so much. I don't know whether you work in aviation or anything, or whether your job is actually close to anything like this. I don't know, but I know you love Top Gun, and I know you love flying in jets, and you got to do a flying experience where they take you up and put you in the cockpit with somebody flying the plane, and you get to pretend to shoot down other planes and stuff. And so that's what we're going to see. And you made a video.
All right, you can put your feet back on. Okay.
There he is.
What's up, Maverick? What's up, Tex? There they go. Hold tight, Maverick. What's this? Whoa! And 3, 2, 1. You got the controls. Go get him. Keep pulling back.
Oh no, you're terrified of heights.
All right, now pull back just a little bit more. Okay. All right, ease off. All right, just real easy on the controls. Okay. Okay. Side side. All right, coming around. Come off left. Get a little bit more speed before you pull. One. Continue. All right, get ready. Squeeze the trigger.
Get him, Pete.
All right, I got controls. 82 and 10. 82 terminate. In 3, 2, 1. You got control. Fake flap. Fake flap. Now pull, pull, pull. Side side. Start pulling back. We're on defense. Go right. Go right.
All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Every time that sound, I'm just like, I mean, I get it too, because like
I do too.
I'm sure it's there's a lot of physical parts to the experience, so it's just there's a lot going on.
If that was me in there, A, I'd be dead. B,
Right.
if I wasn't dead, I would be yelling and screaming and grunting and making all the noise for sure.
Right. As Chick Cam in chat says, and he's nuttin'. That's right. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, Top Gun, there's a reason that movie is so erotic, because it's just the act of flying in these jets is very erotic.
Yeah, you're just scrumming all over.
Yeah!
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, thrilling. I mean, my only frame of reference for this is the Aerosmith ride at Universal Studios, where you go kind of fast and I can't breathe. So that's as you're going like, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like when you were riding with Aerosmith to the gig.
Thank you for your service, Lieutenant Pete Mitchell. Incredible. What an experience.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you for sharing. And oh my God, yeah. What if we sent a contingent of Master Pancake to go do that? I would. What's the opposite of volunteering for that?
Yeah,
I'd opt out.
I believe there's a certain amount of training you have to do, like certifications, etc. So that would be a very difficult process, as I recall.
Yeah. And apparently is it in Vegas or around Vegas? Somewhere out there in Nevada or close to Vegas anyway, where you can do that. Incredible. Let's bring on Pete and we'll say goodbye to Mac, Ralphie, and Owen. We'll do the changing of the guards here. Pete Mitchell, great to see you. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
How you doing?
Doing great, guys. How are y'all?
Good to see you. I love your backdrop.
Do you have an airplane bed like I do?
I do not have an airplane bed. If I would love to have one.
Oh yeah, all right, there we go.
That
That's a
would be
good
cool.
answer.
Are you
Good.
currently flying over Canada?
It's been a blast, Captain Pete, having you on, and I'm so glad that you got to experience this and drop a little knowledge on the chat too. And when are you going to see this again? What's the next scheduled time to see Maverick again?
So tomorrow I have plans, but Sunday I am free and clear. So I think I'm going to wake up with a Sunday afternoon showing. And then Alamo seems to have extended it into, who knows when. So I'm
Right.
going to continue to go see it uh, as often as I can.
Wow.
They love
Wow.
you in the chat.
Yeah.
Chat stands Pete Mitchell. Thank you, Captain Pete.
Thank you, Captain
And
Pete.
And I said it earlier. I posted it on Facebook. So Monday night I'm busy, and so I didn't get home till around 11 to 11:30. And one of the rules that we have during our Monday get-togethers is no phones. So we put our phones away so we can actually like socialize with a couple of friends. And so I had no idea what the schedule was until I got home, and then the phone just starts blowing up. Anne sent me a message, and numerous others had tagged me on posts, and I'm like, that's usually a worry thing when on social media. Like, I
right.
haven't posted anything in a while. What did I say?
Oh shit.
And
No, that's so awesome.
as soon as I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, it's a double feature.
Two Top Guns. Places. Captain Pete, final thoughts?
The only thing I have left to say is, Tower, this is Ghost Rider requesting a flyby.
Nice.
Negative Ghost Rider.
That's the perfect way to do it. Hopefully a bunch of you got to see Captain Pete stream his thing, do his thing, and stream his thing. Thank you, Captain Pete. I heard it was a great show. Oh no, Sailor, Pete's thing made us all cry. That sounds doity, out of context. Pete's thing, that might be the drinking game phrase tonight. Pete's thing, which happened early in the broadcast tonight. Some people may not have been there for it, but Captain Pete did a show last night, and I referred to it as Pete's thing, and now people can't stop
Love that.
not saying Pete's thing. Riffbox, Captain Pete approves of Pete's thing. Pete's thing.